It really is all about how you handle your hair. When you leave your hair alone, it grows. If you don't have an underlying disease, experiencing crazy hormonal changes or anything like that, you can grow long, thick, natural hair. I get so excited every time I turn the camera on. Like, you guys make my heart so happy. It's actually insane. Today, I'm going to be sharing a couple reasons as to why your natural hair might not be growing, or specifically why you might not be seeing any growth within your natural hair. All of these tips and tricks are what I implement in my natural hair that has helped me retain the length that I am at now. And I'm so excited to share them with you so that I can help you on your hair care journey. If you're new here, hi, my name is Garcelle. I'm a 25-year-old content creator, nursing student, and anything you want me to be for real, like anything. SHELLTOBER is a marathon that I created where I attempt to post a video every day from October 1st to October 16th, which just so happens to be my birthday. I enjoy connecting with you guys while we fangirl over the things that we love the most, and most of all, as we build our community. With all that being said, let's get into this video. So let's start with the sciences. Y'all know I'm a nerd, whatever. On average, your hair grows about 6 inches a year, scientists say. So the length of this phone is basically how many inches we grow a year, right? Our issue is that we're not retaining the length. Just as long as you're alive, just as long as you're breathing, your hair is growing. So now your question might be, dang, well, if my hair is growing 6 inches a year, how can I retain and see those 6 inches? You have to protect your ends. Personally, for me, I know I need to protective style my hair. I know a lot of people don't choose to wear their hair in protective styles. For me, it's imperative for me to do so because I know if I wear my hair out too often, it's getting caught up, snagged in everywhere. Sometimes I might fall asleep without my bonnet. I have a silk pillowcase. You gotta stay ready. But there are times where you might fall short. Lots of manipulation is what can stunt your growth. So we just talked about breakage, how you're not seeing any results really because the ends of your hair keeps constantly breaking. That brings me to my next point, which is also split ends. Split ends cause a lot of damage if you're not trimming regularly. I typically like to trim my hair as needed. So if I'm feeling any tugging or pulling as I'm detangling, I know immediately your girl needs a trim. Or if you're detangling and you look down at your sink or your floor and you have little bits and pieces of your hair just scattered everywhere, you need a trim, babe. If you're not careful with split ends, they'll travel up your healthy hair and cause even more damage. So again, I typically like to trim as needed, and a little trim every couple months is going to keep your hair nice and healthy. So number 3 is something that I still struggle with till this day, primarily because I've been waiting too long to wash my hair. Our next point is lack of moisture. Dryness is going to snag your hair and break your hair off. Natural hair loves moisture. If it's dry and brittle, it's going to break faster than it grows. I do most of my moisturizing on wash days. So after I shampoo, condition, deep condition, I take a moment and apply moisture into my hair. So if you watch my hair care routine videos, you'll see that I apply leave-ins and oils, and I braid my hair and seal in the moisture that way. And when applying my leave-in conditioner, I'm also using a steamer. A steamer opens up my cuticle so I can make sure that my hair is receiving the moisture that it needs, and making sure I take that initial step on the forefront of my wash day sets me up for success for the rest of the 2 weeks or month, however long it takes for me to wash my hair again. So in that case, you want to make sure you're moisturizing and sealing in your moisture with oils, butters, whatever works best for you. The next one, some of y'all not gonna like this. You have to stop using so much heat on your hair. The flat irons, the hot blow dryers, the flat combs is breaking off your hair. And once you really understand that and you just learn how to work with your natural texture, you will see results. I typically blow out my hair with ramirez, and I could not blow out my hair as often as I do if I didn't have one. Your hair burns around 300 to 400 degrees. Ramirez's highest heat setting is 220, which is nowhere near the burning amount. I have confidence whenever I'm using it that my hair is safe. Doesn't mean that I'm not using a heat protectant. Using a heat protectant is for the overall integrity of your hair. I am also currently doing a giveaway with ramirez, so head over to my Instagram so you can see the official rules on how to enter. You can also check the description box down below. Even if you don't have a ramirez, you can make sure you're taking the necessary precautions whenever you're blowing out your hair. Make sure you're using a heat protectant. Make sure your blow dryer is not too hot, and you also want to make sure that you're not overusing heat on your hair. Heat damage does not revert. You actually have to cut it off and grow out your hair again. I've had heat damage before and I do not want to go back, so be aware of that. Our next point is over manipulation. When you leave your hair alone, your hair grows the most. Again, we grow about 6 inches a year, right? You're not going to see those 6 inches if you're doing your hair every 2 days. Personally, I love to do mini twists. Once I twist my hair, it's put up for like 3 weeks up to a month, and I just leave it alone. I massage my scalp, oil my scalp. I also make sure my twists are moisturized, but my hair is left alone for that 3 weeks up to a month. In doing that, my ends are not breaking, I'm not causing unnecessary breakage, and my hair can flourish for that time. Now if I was to take my hair out, brush it, put it up in a bun, then take it out, then blow it out, then put it in some braids, and that's too much tension on my strands, and that's how you're going to see breakage. When it comes to natural hair, less is more, and you just gotta leave it alone. This one is personal. Most of the protective styles that are out nowadays are doing more harm than good, especially if you don't have a stylist that is knowledgeable in natural hair. Babe, she's ripping your hair out. I love you, so I had to say it. She's charging you $300 to rip holes into your scalp. You need to be careful with who's doing your hair, how tight they're doing your hair, how long you want to leave in the style for. And then on top of that, a lot of people don't know this, but there is only a certain amount of weight you can put on your hair per section. There are some stylists that'll take like the nape of your hair or like your edges and put a lot of hair in that braid or twist or whatever style you're doing. And over time, that's going to weigh on your scalp and it's going to pull hair out of your scalp. That's how you see breakage, that's how you see bald spots. You want to be intentional with that. So yes, protective styles does help grow out your hair, but when done wrong, it will completely set you back. Leaving braids or twists in too long and not moisturizing them while they're in their protective style can cause more harm than good. So we know that hair grows out of our scalp, right? When you have too much product build up on your scalp, it can clog your hair follicles and your hair is not able to grow properly. So heavy oils, butters, creams, all of that can block the moisture and weaken your hair. As important as it is for us to use moisturizing shampoos, it's just as important for us to use clarifying shampoos. So let's talk about that for a second. As a low porosity girly, I like to use moisture focused products because my hair gets dry super fast. Like my hair is dumb dry right now. So I'm putting a lot of things to moisturize my hair. Over time, my scalp can get built up, my strands can get built up, and I'm going to need something to strip all of that moisture. And that's where clarifying shampoo comes in. The clarifying shampoo that I'm using right now is from Camille Rose. Love her down. This entire line is awesome, especially that deep conditioner. They know a thing or two. So definitely make sure you're using clarifying shampoos to relieve your scalp and your strands from that buildup. Since we're already talking about scalps, let's talk about scalp issues. Healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp. I'm still struggling with that. My scalp is so flaky. I just started using Nizoral, which is a anti-dandruff shampoo. It contains ketoconazole, which is basically an antifungal medication that is used to control dandruff. With that being said, if you have dandruff, clogged follicles, irritation of your scalp, that can cause your hair not to thrive. So what we need to do is keep our hair clean, moisturized, and scalp massages, and that will definitely help with growth. There's no way that you're going to see healthy growth on the outside if it's not healthy on the inside. Hair is made up of protein. So if you're lacking protein within your diet, you're definitely not going to be seeing growth within your natural hair. Not only for protein, but iron, water, vitamins. If your body is lacking any of those things, let's be for real, you're definitely going to see the results of that in your hair. So if you eat well, drink water, your hair will thank you. Stress and hormone changes are so real. I've experienced that before. Hormone imbalances is going to send different signals throughout your body. In a lot of high stress situations, you'll start to see a lot of shedding and breakage from your hair. That is your body's response to stress or the hormonal imbalance within your body. When I found out I was diagnosed with endometriosis, it took about a year for me to start recognizing my hair again. Same thing goes for women who are in postpartum. You'll definitely see a change in your hair. I've heard that taking prenatal vitamins will kind of combat that, help with that a little bit. But for the most part, that's something to expect with all the crazy hormonal changes that our bodies go through during that time. So when it comes to stress and hormones, that's definitely something sometimes we can't control. So remember to be gentle with yourself and your hair during that time. I don't even think I should mention this, just to remind you, if you're not sleeping with a bonnet or a satin pillowcase, your hair's gonna snag and break off, and that can cause you to not see any growth. Throughout the night, there's a lot of friction against your pillows, your bed. So naturally, your hair is going to get dry and easily break off. So definitely make sure to protect your hair every night, always. You already know relaxers, bleach, harsh dyes, yeah, that will break your hair off over time, especially if it's not done correctly. So if you're one that loves to color your hair, make sure you're adding moisture and protein into your hair care routine. I've seen a lot of my favorite influencers thrive with their colored natural hair, but that's only because they're taking the necessary precautions to take care of their colored natural hair. So you want to be intentional with your hair care routine, especially if your hair is colored. And finally, genetics definitely plays a role. I have high density because of genetics. Does that mean that my hair is long because of genetics? No, it is not. I've been taking care of my natural hair, and that leads to the results that you can see today. Some people's natural hair just simply grow faster faster or slower than others. That doesn't mean that your hair can't be healthy, it just means that your journey might look different. So there you have it. Those are all real reasons why your natural hair might not be growing as fast as you expect it to. Remember, most of the time the issue isn't growth, it's retention. Keep your ends healthy, moisturize them at night, and your hair will flourish. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these you struggle with the most, so we can all discuss the tips and tricks that we use to help combat those very issues. Even in my hair care journey, I love learning from you guys on different tips and tricks that I can implement from my hair care journey. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you're enjoying SHELLTOBER so far. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in tomorrow's SHELLTOBER video. I love you. Mwah. Bye. I don't even know what to say. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. All right, or slower. Ooh. Focus. So definitely make sure to protect. Who am I? I am cannot get it at. Giveaway with rabbit. Current giveaway with rep. My gosh. In doing that, my ends are not breaking. Okay, that's good. I'm kidding. Now to glasses. Can't wait to see you. I'm gonna lie, I have to glasses. That's about the length of an eye tone. Eye tone is crazy. Uh-oh. Get it together. That's a lot. Let me get it out. So we're first to our service. Give me a second. We're talking about breakage. Iron waterman. Waterman is crazy. Ketoconazole. It contains ketoconazole. 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 It contains ketoconazole. So when it comes to ketoconazole. Keto. Okay, I like keto. I could say keto. So if you eat water, so if you eat water and drink well, your hair will thank you. Eat water? Did I just say eat water?